Hello, this is the East Coast Economic Update for July actually still the 28th, but this is now in the afternoon for 2009. Just want to pass an article to you guys that I think has gone under the radar as far as I can tell. A guy named Matt Taibbi, which I'm going to, of course, have everything over here, wrote an article about in Rolling Stone magazine about the Great Bubble Machine was the title. I'll have it, if not in part, on whole, the article from him. He basically pointed out that Goldman Sachs has created, basically is the creator of everything from the Great Depression to the market bubbles and the housing bubble and the credit bubble, and goes into evil detail of what they've done. Now, the great thing is the response that other writers have spoken about Mr. Taib. I believe it's Taibbi, Taibbi. I'm sorry, I'm mispronouncing it. But anyway, the response was insane. People referred to him as the Sarah Palin of journalism and the rest. And in fact, he had a short stint on an NPR show called On Point about 2 weeks ago. That's how I found out about the article. Funny thing is, I scoured Manhattan trying to find in every magazine shop this the Rolling Stone magazine where the article was in, and I could not find it. So I came across it here online. It's interesting to find out that even in journalism, and I know the mass media and everything, but even amongst journalists, where people do hard-hitting reporting, if it involves any kind of sacred cows like Goldman Sachs or any of the big boys that drop lots of money on advertising, whatever, the sheer venomous reaction that people get from honest reporting. So I'm going to leave that for your perusal, and I hope you appreciate it. If you haven't heard about him, I would check him out and keep an eye on him. He seems to be a pretty decent writer. He basically does, he's done financial journalism in part, but mostly he's been a general reporter for the magazine. One other thing that I wanted to throw out is somebody had responded to me to my last video asking me how I, as a communal group, could handle, he used the term heart attacks, strokes, and so forth, how to take care of yourself with medicine. And I basically made a response like, you're referring to diseases and conditions that happen to elderly people mostly, or people who have bad diets, or bad, and he also used infectious diseases, or, bad sanitation. I want to clarify, and I'm going to try to see if I can find it, but I'm going to put it up on a Wikipedia article here, that the increases in lifespan have nothing to do with the drugs or surgery that we have developed in the last 70 to 80 years. The actual 80% of the increase in human lifespan has to do with sanitation, clean sewers, clean water, and clean facilities in which food is both, in the case of animals, killed and also cleaned. This is what has extended life in human beings. Not so much. I mean, antibiotics have had a serious effect, but other than that, really, sanitation has increased lifespan. And I'm going to have that whole thing on there. So my answer to you, and you know who you are, is that 90% of issues involving health have to do with sanitation and good clean practices. Most of that stuff you can find actually in the Torah in regards to washing your hands, how to kill an animal, the appropriate ways to handle people who have viral diseases. In some cases, the leprosy seems to come to mind off the top of my head. But sanitation is what extends life and keeps you healthy. So that's where I'm coming from. So I just wanted to throw that out to you. In tribal communities, it's about smart sanitation. We have all the knowledge we have about germs and about how diseases are transmitted. And as long as you have deep wells and decent sanitation, You really, unless you get run over by a truck, you're in pretty good shape. And if you eat right and exercise, uh, you will live a reasonably long life. So I just want to throw that out. So that's it. So just want to share with you. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later. Peace.